Hi, this is Scott with Bilinguistics, and I'm here today to walk us through the speech therapy referral documents that we have up online. This is the most comprehensive way that we have found to move students through the referral process, reduce unneeded evaluations, and be responsive to campus colleagues. These documents are based on research that we conducted in a district here in Central Texas, which enabled the school to move 23 students through the referral process by January and resulted in only 6 evaluations. We are excited to say that over 1,000 SLPs have accessed this page each month, and we love the feedback because it keeps growing. So let's jump in. Click on the speech therapy referral forms from the resource library drop-down menu. What you will see on this page is basically a flow chart. We're going to start at the top, so click on this blue button, and this is going to open a 4-page document that we give to teachers. Teachers are responsible for providing us with only 7 pieces of information. 7, that's it. So you can assure them that you're not going to kill them off with too much paperwork. With these 7 pieces, we can get up and going. They need to provide us with their name, their grade, the student's name, and the student's date of birth. Additionally, we always have to talk to 2 other people. We want to find out if the vision and hearing is current by contacting the nurse, and we want to know if the teacher has talked to the parent or have them talk to the parent so that we can see if they have any concerns there. Lastly, we need to figure out what 2 areas the teacher's concerns fall into. So we have, I can't understand my student in our speech lingo, that's speech or articulation, or the student can't understand them, is not speaking enough, or is confusing. This is language, expressive and receptive. That's it. For those of you that are speech pathologists out there, it's very important to speak in teacher-friendly language and keep the expressive language, receptive language, articulation terminology for your reports. Then, if they have trouble understanding their student, articulation, we're going to move on to these next 2 pages. So the first page is English and the second page is Spanish, so whichever it applies to which student. All the teacher is expected to do is cross out the words that the child can't say correctly. Notice that we've ordered these sounds by age, so you can get a real quick picture of whether the sound should be something that the student should be able to produce for their age. If a teacher says that they can't say S, for instance, we're going to come back out to this map, and the first thing we're going to do is click on one of these teacher letters. If you're not concerned, let's say it's a 3-year-old that can't say TH, you click on the green button, and it just says, I see your concerns, I notice that sound. Here are 2 forms that show the developmental expectation norms, and we'll check back in on this guy later. Otherwise, if we click on the red button, we have another letter for a teacher that says, I see your concern, you know what, let's take a further look at this. And then we add this to the form below. So let's say, for instance, the teacher said that they had difficulty with S. I'm going to click on the S sheet down here, and what opens up is another page that we put with the letter. And the teacher just asks the child to say the word so that we can get a better idea if it's in isolation, if it's at the syllable level, if it's medial, if it's at the cluster level, so we have a better idea of where the error is occurring. Let's say that the teacher says that it's a language concern. We're going to go to the 4th page of this initial document where we've divided language into 7 sections. The teacher can write examples of what the child is saying, identify if he's not saying plurals, having difficulty with vocabulary, or maybe he's not answering questions. For the teacher, this better explains why she can't understand the child, and for us, this is extremely rich information as to exactly what language area we're having difficulty with. Let's say the teacher says that the child can't answer WH questions. We're going to come back out to the referral map. We've got the green and the red letters for the language side also, and let's click on the WH question. Notice that there's letters A, B, C, through G on here. These letters correspond with the boxes on the language sheet. We click on the WH question tab, and here we have a number of WH questions that correspond to the Cinderella story for which we can have the child answer. This will give us a better picture of which WH questions they can or can't answer, and then we can move forward. So this current map in its form comprises Tier 1 of RTI, for those of you that are in the RTI process. Basically how we get extremely rich data quickly on whether the child has a problem, or if the child's development is typical for his age. We hope to add more Tier 2 suggestions for the teachers and ways in which they can interact within the classroom as this map continues to grow. We're adding more portions of the RTI process all the time, so please stop back.